Well, hello everybody, Spectacular, the Silverstacular, is here for an unboxing. Well, oops, I kind of already unboxed it. This is actually fan mail, came from Canada. So just my brothers and sisters to the north. It's some really, really cool stuff. Here's a little sneak peeky, little boop, 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 right up there on the screen, just so you can see what's coming to me. But I want to just show you the whole package. It was so nice what a fan did. And I also want to talk about some things going on kind of in the world and some things that are happening to me locally. And I think it's interesting. It's interesting times we're in right now. So hold on. Let's talk about the unboxing and things going on worldwide. Why? Well, hello, everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silverstacular. The unboxing, I'm just going to start throwing everything out here. I don't think there's any address on this paper. Well, here's his last name, so let's not put his last name on there. But it says, "Hey Spectacular, greetings from Canada. Love your channel. My wife and I run a side hustle making leather patches we put on hats, a result of the COVID mandates. She was an ICU nurse. Tried making your logo, was tricky because I wanted the gold foil look. I also made one for Coin Guy, and I threw in some Canadian-based coins, etc. Andrew." So, Andrew, listen, I already took a peek at this thing. It is really, really cool, the whole package and what you do. I'm sure that's an art. It's something there's no way I'm doing it. Making cool, like, leather, things like that. I tried some leather work when I was younger and some woodwork. Listen, I'm not an artist in that way. My little handcraftedness comes from my poured silver, which I thought I did a decent job at here and there on those. And that's kind of like where I feel like I can excel at. So I'm really impressed when people are good with like leather crafts, wood crafts, things like that. That stuff is cool to me. It gets kind of old-fashioned and it just kind of gets us back to our roots, if you ask me. So Andrew sent me some little goodies, and here they are, right there. The Dominion of Canada. Doesn't it just sound so evil, though? No offense to the Canadians out there. I don't think you guys are evil. Well, maybe some of your higher-up government people are, but you little people are not the evil ones. But it just sounds so terrible, the Dominion of Canada. Like, I don't know. I could imagine, like, on Star Wars, like, you know, some of the Empire was called the Dominion or something. I don't know. This little fractional piece, though, is really, really cool, isn't it? So, reminds me a lot about our fractional currency, and probably one way or another, we got the idea from each other, didn't we? 25 cents. And it's a little tiny bill. You can see how little it is. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Been used, hasn't it? Imagine where it's been. That's the fun of numismatics and just wondering where everything's been. Here's a Canada dollar. Let's look at this right here real close. Look at that. 1875 Calgary to 1975. So a cool little commemorative piece, isn't it? There she is. There she is. Not around no more, huh? That's all right. That's all right. Look at this. What is this? This is a 1 cent from 1893. Wow, that's in really good condition for 1893, isn't it? That looks kind of nice. I like that a lot. Listen, Andrew, really, really nice piece. Very grateful for that. I'm going to show these patches off here in a second. I just want to show the coins, but the patches are really, really neat. Really neat. And, you know, this is something where Andrew just felt like doing it. Never necessary, but I am so thankful. I have an entire, I'm looking over here to my left. It's an entire case of fan mail and just little, you know, odds and ends people have made for me, sent to me. All that stuff gets saved. I haven't thrown a single letter out. Nothing like that gets thrown away. It's all things that I greatly appreciate. And, you know, once in a while I go back to some of that stuff, or some of that stuff appears on the channel, you know, here and there. And I just think it's so cool. So cool looking at this. This is a neat piece, right? Is this how they came? Canada, $2. Were they like bimetal like that? 92, oh, hold on, little incident on my phone there. 92% silver. So that's cool. So I'd imagine that the middle then is just another metal, right? Huh. That is so cool. I wish we had cool stuff like that. The United States, that bimetal. This reminds me of those like those Las Vegas token pieces, right? How it has that 2 different piece. Yeah, with a polar bear in there. Is there a lot of polar bears that are over in Canada? Is that a big thing? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a polar bear expert. Maybe somebody in the comments are. This right here, Andrew, is probably one of the cooler pieces that you sent. And I know you're probably thinking like, wow, that thing's worn out, right? Newfoundland, Canada, 92% at 10 cents, but from 1896. And I just love the look of this right here. That is a nice looking coin. Been used a lot, right? Like you just look at it and you're just like, as a coin collector, you know, like why is there a gash out of the neck right there? Why is that little spot in there? Why is it so worn down? Where was this thing, you know, like who held it? Why was it, what did it trade for? Like what did this buy? How many times did this thing get used by different people? That's just the allure of coin collecting. And this used, beaten up, dusty, rusty stuff, you know, that's what I love. What is this? Little extra piece right here, like a 1 cent, 1964 Canada. I think I have a couple of those. Was this a proof? Is that why it's in the little plastic? You gotta explain it to me. Somebody who knows this kind of stuff better than me probably knows. Doesn't seem very proof-like, at least from my naked eye right here. Looks like a nice condition though, but I just kind of wonder why it's in the plastic. What did it come in? Maybe like a mint set. Very nice though, Andrew. Now the really nice stuff. No offense to the coins, but these right here are really special. This is leathercraft, and I know you're probably thinking like, there's no way that's like a sticker, right? No, it's, I mean, yeah, it's a sticker on the back, but it's like all leather made, and you can put that on a hat, on a pair of jeans, whatever you want to do. I'm undecided where I'm going to put this. I really like, these silver ones are cool, but I really like what you did here. This thing is so cool, and again, this is somehow leather. I don't know how you're doing it, but you did this really well. And I'm very curious if you want to leave me a comment on like how much like this kind of thing gets, you know, how much it goes for. And I'm not trying to say, because I'm curious, you know, like what the value of my gift is. I was thinking these would be cool to like have and put out there. These are really neat. I love these in leather. I mean, right now I have some stickers of these, but look at the coin guy when he did. So this is awesome because it's like you have that silver for his little, you know, coin right there up top, and then you have the coin guy. So coin guy's gonna love that. I'm gonna present that to him. Very cool little package. But you know, I also want to talk about, and Andrew, thank you very much for thinking about me. Of course, you know, I've reached out to you via email, but I wanted to just show off these pieces because it was a really nice put together package and very, you know, thoughtful. And I love this. This is my favorite thing out of the package. Super cool. Thank you so much. But I just want to say that, you know, people out there in my life are talking a lot to me about silver and gold, right? It's been brought up way more very recently than ever. And it's probably because it's being talked about in the news a lot right now. The collapse of the dollar, these different countries that are working together outside of relations with the United States. It's a very weird time. And, you know, people are asking me like, oh, what should I be buying? And I wish these people had just always been buying, right? And I'm not saying it's too late. I'm not saying you should not get started now, but the best thing you can do is, even though some of this news is going to be pounding on you, right? Like you're just going to go somewhere like, I don't know, some news website, and you're going to scroll down and you're just going to see something about, you know, silver and gold on there. It's just going to be there. Or you're going to see the collapse of the dollar, or foreign affairs where, you know, something about your currency wherever you are is not going to be as good tomorrow, possibly because of what's going on. But the best thing you can do is try to just focus on what you have available to spend, and spend X amount of dollars, whatever that is. If like you got $50 extra a month to spend, or if you got $100, if you can, you know, get $200 a month, or maybe you can only, you know, swing it every other month. Get something every single time you can, and spend just that amount. Don't go overboard. Don't go like, wow, they're talking about it in the news right now, so I got to spend a whole bunch. I got to invest big right now. just set aside a certain amount that you're comfortable with and just collect every single month, right? Do that as an investment. So like if you can get one of these silver bars every single month, then every single month, that's what you can do. If you can only do it every other month, that's what you do. And that is the way to do things. And that way, in 4 or 5 months, if things look really bad, hey, at least you started, and you started the right way. But if things start to get better out there and the prices drop, you didn't go, wow, that first month I spent, you know, a crazy amount. I spent my whole savings on silver, and the price drops so drastically. What a waste of an investment. I'm just going to sell it and get out. You're going to be disgusted with silver. If you just periodically get it. And that's what I keep on recommending to people. And a lot of people are like, hey, I have like a gold bar. Should I trade that in for silver? Because silver seems like it's going to be a good pop, you know, here coming up. I would say no, I don't like that trading stuff. Just because when you trade, you're usually at a loss right away. If you just held on to that piece and just bought other things, that's the way I think you should do things, right? Don't trade one metal for another metal. Just, if you got silver already, hold that. And if you want to get into gold, then buy gold separately. Or on the other way, if you have gold and you want to get into silver, hold the gold, buy into silver. But just, you know, like I was saying at first, don't stop. Just keep going. And definitely don't stop till you get enough. That's for sure. And that's just my advice right there within this video of me showing Andrew's little package. No, that sounded terrible. Andrew, listen, I'm sorry I said it like that. I don't know how big your package is, but this particular package looks great. And now I better stop, because now it's gotten to the point where I'm blushing and we're talking about Andrew's package way too much, way too much. But listen, be careful out there. Don't go overboard. There's a lot of, you know, and I post videos of my things that I'm picking up. Don't go like, oh my gosh, Spegtacular just got the newest thing. Like, I got to go out there and grab that. I show it because I have a YouTube channel, right? That's why I show things. And sometimes things are a little bit more, you know, time is of the essence. You got to get it soon, otherwise it might be sold out. But most of the time, that is not the case. Most of the time, you'll be just fine. You can just wait, do it as you can. Don't spend all your money. Don't go overboard. Make sure you have money for other things. I mean, groceries are crazy right now. I literally yesterday spent $380 on groceries. I've never spent that much. And we had coupons. That was after coupons hit. So it would have been closer to the $400 range. And that is going to last us about a week and a half. I mean, I'm going to be honest. So we just tear food up here. It's crazy. But I'm just, you know, I just almost don't even care anymore. Like, what can I do about that? I got to eat food, right? So I just happily just swipe my credit card with a smile on my face. Deep down inside, I'm boiling, going, I cannot believe these prices right now. I cannot believe it. It's absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, I've been food shopping on my own for just about my whole adult life. And so I've seen inflation. I've seen these prices just go up and up and up and up on my favorite little items in the stores. And, you know, you try to shop the sales, but it's not working. It's not working. We just happily swipe our credit cards. And, you know, my job, which is not YouTube, believe it or not, YouTube does not pay the bills, ladies and gentlemen. I have a real job, and that real job, that amount of money that they're giving me, it hasn't fought off inflation. They tried it, you know, at one point, giving us a little bit of a bonus, a little bit of a raise, I should say, to help combat inflation. But inflation just went to the roof, and that little bit of bonus it's helping out a little bit, but it still hasn't covered all that's going on out there. So if you can, you know, don't starve yourself, you know, maybe just don't buy fast food, right? Take out things that you don't need and get into a little investing. And that's kind of how I've always been. You know, I've been a believer of slowly, as you can, bada bang. And I was doing that. I practiced what I'm preaching right now to you. And let's just say I'm very happy with the way things have turned out for me. Prices on silver or gold can go up, and they can go down. It doesn't matter to me. I'm happy either way because I have periodically purchased. And I purchased at some really great times when those prices on silver and gold were really low. And I've also purchased on some times when they were very high. But it doesn't matter because there's an average that occurs when you buy like that, when you buy slowly over time. And so yeah, so now this unboxing video from Andrew has turned into some advice, and I just hope you take it. If you can just take that advice. Most of you won't. Most of you who are seeing this video, it's just maybe you only watched the first minute or so. It's going to be very surprising if somebody watched anything past that, and you missed all this information. And it's just, you're like, I'm an adult, I know what I'm doing, I'm not going to make that mistake, but you're going to. And the fact of the matter is when prices are high on silver and gold, it gets people interested and they buy like crazy. And then when prices are lower on silver and gold, they're not interested because it doesn't seem hot. It's not in the news. People aren't really talking about it. So then people avoid it. And then as soon as prices go back up again, there they are. And that's just, it's always been like that. You go to a bullion shop or a coin shop, when prices are low, you don't see people in there. They're just, it's a vacant area. It's a ghost land, you know. But as soon as prices come up, as soon as it starts to get talked about a little bit, something crazy going on in the news, everybody's shooting in there when the prices are up. And you could have been doing that throughout, you know, different cycles of it being lower or higher, and had a little bit more to your name as far as your stack goes. So anyways, I got to go for now. Long-winded. I just think it's getting crazy out there, and crazier and crazier every day with what's happening. I try to stay away from the news, but man, it's bombarding us, isn't it? Just kind of crazy out there. Anyways, Andrew, thanks again. I love that patch right there. You got to admit, that's something cool that you can do with leather. I had no idea it could look like that. No idea. I'm going to put that on a hat or maybe a leather jacket. That'd be really cool. If anybody knows a good place to get a nice, like, worn out looking leather jacket, this would look smart on there, wouldn't it? Anyways, Spegtacular. This guy with the leather is out. You know, when I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.